So, without further interruption, everyone, welcome to our second episode of Pirate Wednesdays. I am Elisha Watrous, the oldest of the four of us.
I'm Alex Watrous.
I'm Esther Watrous. And I'm Juji Watrous, the youngest. That's cool.
And we are Pirate Wednesdays. Alright, so to start us off, I want to actually kind of pick up on a topic that we were doing before. So last time we were saying we wanted to do some sort of like tagline at the beginning. And we have a nice one at the end. We have one that I think we're all in agreement works. But we still need something that fits at the beginning. So it's Pirate Wednesdays. And then such and such and such. So me and Juji were talking before. And while we were talking about this, I discovered that Juji has a proclivity to name things very poorly and basically all the same thing. Juji, you want to tell them about your naming process and how you name things?
I guess. When I was little, I used to name everything different variations of Rose, of the name Rose, which is my middle name, so it's basically just naming everything after myself. But, so like, Rosa, or,
Rosie,
Roselda, I don't know.
Rosalind.
Just different variations of that. And what?
Okay, so for the last couple minutes of silence, I was trying to motion to you that I can't hear you very well. The recorder might be picking you up, but your own phone isn't very well.
Oh, well.
And so it was all whispers.
I can hear
I can
Esther
hear Esther
fine. Esther's like, wow.
Okay.
So Juji, just say something. All right, see, there you go. There's Juji's voice.
Alright, well, Juji was
like,
loud
disappeared
enough for
into
the recorder,
whispers.
so.
All right, well, that's all that matters. So basically,
Cool story,
I'm
Juj.
assuming since I couldn't. Yeah, awesome story. You know
That
what?
was-
Yeah, awesome. Good job, bro. Good job. Go you. All right. So, did anyone have any good taglines? Because I think one Alex mentioned last time might actually be our best bet. I think we said something about like Pirate Wednesdays, here to get you through the rest of your week. How does everybody feel about that?
That's okay.
I like it
That's
again.
I like it again.
Well, yeah, of course you like it. It was your idea. But the other two, why am I getting eh? What's eh about it? Does it not
wait.
spark interest
Okay,
in
so
you?
I
Is
was
it
trying
too
to
bland?
figure out, like, what the meaning of it was.
Well, I think it means here to get you through the rest of your week.
No, but like
Yeah,
the meaning as
I
in,
think it's pretty straightforward
as
there,
in, like,
Munchkin.
like it used to get people through the rest of their week, because it'd be like, oh, it's Wednesday.
Here to remind you what day it is.
Yeah.
Ooh, I kind of like that too. I heard that a lot in high school.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I heard both a lot, and I'm sure all of you guys did as well, because people aren't very creative, and so everybody says pretty much the same thing about it. Which, don't get me wrong, it's true. So either here to get you through the rest of your week, or always helping to remind.
Here to
I need
remind
something
you
that
what
flows a
day
little
it
bit better.
is.
Here to remind you what day it is. I'm writing it down.
Creds to Esther
Mind
Watrous.
you what day it is. Direct quote from Esther Watrous. Just so I don't forget. So you get full credit.
Thanks.
All right, cool. Yeah, so Pirate Wednesdays. Here to remind you what day it is. All right. How does that sound,
That sounds
guys?
good to
Sound
me.
good? Sound catchy?
Doesn't sound too bad.
I wrote it, so I mean,
Oh,
I
so-
said it.
Yeah, so now we have Esther's buy-in because she said it, and now Alex is like, meh, just feeling meh about it.
Alex, listen, we've gotta.
What?
Because for some people, it was good that it was Wednesday because they thought it was earlier. But then other people, they'd be like, "Oh, damn, it's only Wednesday."
Yeah, but some people
Thought it was
are like,
Thursday.
I didn't know what day it was. Thanks. And that's when you really save lives.
That could be the tagline. Pirate Wednesdays. I didn't know what day it was. Thanks.
I didn't know it was Sunday today.
You really
Yeah,
did
we
it.
all know that.
Yeah. Maybe it should be Pirate
not supposed
Sundays,
to
given
know.
that Alex thought it was Saturday. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, listeners.
Well,
it's just secret
It's
that I
a
wasn't
Wednesday.
supposed to.
Just
I
kidding,
woke
it's
up-
Wednesday.
I woke up yesterday.
Oh yeah. Whoops.
I woke up yesterday and I asked Claudia, like, what day it was. She's like, "Oh, it's Friday," and I just believed her. And even though like I had my phone around and I used my phone multiple times, I never once checked to like confirm that it was because I just assumed it was Thursday. It was Friday. And then we woke up today and it was
Well,
like,
you
"Oh,
know-
it's Saturday morning. What a beautiful day." And we go down to the post office or to Sherman's where they have Wi-Fi. And I'm going on my phone and whatnot, and I'm picking up your messages and stuff, and I'm like, wait, it's not Sunday. And you know what the dumb thing was? We drove by the church, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. A lot of cars parked outside of the church. I wonder if there's some kind of thing going on at the church. Didn't occur to me that it could have been Sunday, because I was pretty dead set that it was still Saturday.
Oh, well, we all make mistakes. Some
Hey,
more
maybe that should
blatantly
be our
obvious than
tagline.
others.
We all make mistakes.
Ooh, that's a good one too. Pirate Wednesday. Pirate Wednesdays. We all make mistakes. Actually, I kind of like
Okay,
that.
but was that a
It
mistake
doesn't
in your
have any
life,
good
though?
context.
Was
Yeah.
dressing up as a pirate every Wednesday a mistake in your life?
No. I mean, was it in yours? I was the original, but you guys carried it on. Which, for the record, I did not force you guys to do that. I do appreciate that you continued it on, but it wasn't
You forced Alex to
Wasn't-
wait.
a family
Some people
requirement.
knew me all 4 years of
I
high
did force
school.
Alex to
The
wait.
poor kid just
And-
really wanted to be a pirate, and you crushed his dreams for 2 years.
No, for 1
Oh,
year.
okay.
I was a senior when he was a freshman.
That's
Just
weird.
1 year. I would never crush somebody's dream for 2 years. That's just mean.
Alex, how do you feel?
Wait, are you talking about me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the other Alex in our family.
It wasn't 2 years. It was only a year, Esther.
Yeah, that's what we just explained.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Maybe you do need to turn your audio up just a little bit.
No. You guys were breaking up a little bit. That's why.
Oh, okay. You're breaking up with me? What is that?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. So one other thing I want to talk about before we get into some of our segments is this a podcast where we can swear? I haven't figured that out yet. I listened to the first episode, and we just so happened to not swear, any of us. And so I'm wondering if we're keeping it clean, or at least like PG-13 or something.
I mean,
or
I don't think you need to.
like we can have adult content, but
maybe we
I
should
don't think you need
okay,
to
we
say it,
should
I think-
if we do swear, we'll bleep it out with a funny sound.
A pirate sound.
With an arg.
Arr.
oh, all right.
Okay.
So if I say something like,
Oh man, why
What
would
the
you say that?
Ah, come on.
I mean, that's not
Sorry.
even right. I mean, there's children listening to this.
so we're definitely bleeping it out then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
cutting it out.
Yeah.
I say we're PG-13.
Okay. All right. So I can say a couple swears, but the light ones, the like semi-family friendly ones, and one F-bomb per show.
Yeah.
I think those are pretty much the the PG-13 rules. And slight nudity, like you can see butts. So there might be some butt exposure.
No, there will not be butt exposure.
I do not want to hear butts during this podcast. Can we set that as a general rule that no butts should be heard during this podcast ever?
No buts about it.
Please. That was not even a good
Yeah, I
pun.
know.
I'm so ashamed. So ashamed of you. I expect higher level puns from you, Munchkin.
Juji's crying now, so thanks for getting
Alright.
emotional like that.
Yeah. Well, I can say anything. She'll probably cry. All right. So, let's move on to our first segment of the week, and we're going to be going into some of the ones we've already tried in the past because I kind of liked how they're going. And as I've said before, each week we'll kind of switch out some and add some new ones. And as we do get listeners, hopefully, maybe, potentially, hopefully get some of their feedback on ones they like and ones they said were just really, really, really boring. So in this case, first one that we're going to be doing again is New This Week, which I don't think I had an actual title last time, but now this segment is called New This Week. So who would like to talk about something they either did or learned this week that was new?
I got a fun story.
All right, cool.
I don't know about new necessarily, but like, basically, so me and Claudia were on the deck a couple days ago, and
Mm-hmm.
the grill that we had used like last year, it had
Yeah, the ones that's in
fallen
pieces.
over like months ago, and no one ever picked it up. Because the legs on it were like broken and rusted out. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm just gonna like toss this thing over the side of the railing, right? And
Yeah, you
so I'm
know,
like
like
kind
you
of
do
like,
with a grill.
like I ended up breaking the legs off. Wait, what?
I said like you do with a grill. You just, like, when you're a homeowner and you have a broken grill, you just toss it over the side of your porch. That's what normal people do with grills, right? That's a normal thing to do.
Carry on.
Yeah, okay. You can
You're
carry
breaking up a little bit. I can't hear you.
Just keep talking, Alex.
on. Oh no, I hate that. Yeah, just keep talking. Pretend I said something really funny because I did.
Sure.
All right, what?
Just ignore you.
Guys, I'm really excited about this grill. Can you just keep talking about it?
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
You're still breaking up a little bit.
Well, I'm not saying anything at the moment. I was just doing
Can
hand
you hear
motions
me?
to tell you to
Yeah.
continue on. Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you fine.
Oh, it's just that you guys keep breaking up.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I gotta.
Man, I just really wanted to hear about this grill.
In classic Watcherts family tradition.
Okay, so
we
all
are
right
having
about this
technical
grill. It's not really
difficulties.
about the grill. It's more about me. You guys still hear me? Hello?
What?
Go ahead.
I can hear you. I don't know what's going on with those two, but
Go ahead. Did you just did something weird?
Guys, pay attention.
all right. This is important. This is life-changing story here we're about to hear.
Okay. Well, yeah, kind of is. Okay, so basically I was trying to move this grill. I was like breaking bits of it off, and I went to go grab the full chunk of it, right? And I put my hand under this like lip thing, and then I feel like a sting. And I look over,
no.
and there's like a bee's nest, like a little one of those little
Oh, no.
honeycomb
Oh, God.
things.
For the listener at home,
Like,
Alex is
underneath
very
the
allergic
thing.
to bees.
And wait, what?
Keep go.
Never mind. You'll hear it in post. Keep going.
All right. So I got stung on my finger, and my first reaction was like, "Oh shit, am I gonna die?" And I ran down away, obviously, because I wasn't sure how many bees there were. But It turns out there was only like one. It wasn't like a full nest or anything. Either that or they were gone or whatever. But yeah, and I looked at my finger and I kind of watched it. And like moments after, it sort of swelled up like a little bit. You couldn't even really tell like where he had punctured my skin, but until it blew up like a little bit. But I guess the fun thing I learned this week was that I'm not really allergic to bees, I guess, or some bees, because nothing happened. I didn't die or anything. I'm here.
Like, is your allergy gone? You know how your body changes, like, allergies every, like, 7 years or something? Maybe that's what happened.
Every 7 years. Esther, can you find the...
Well, I haven't gotten stung in more than 7 years, so...
That is true.
Where did you get
All
that
right, well,
statistic?
that counts as something
Trishy,
that's both new
Your body
and really
can,
good
like,
to hear,
renew
because
stuff, like, 7 years or something like that. So you can, like, your allergies, you can have different allergies after, like, 7 years or something. Right?
Yes, roughly every 7 years, your body chemistry changes enough that there's things that you were once allergic to that you no longer are, in Alex's case, or in my case, where you once could have lots of cheeses and breads, and now they destroy my insides.
You know what, Elisha,
So-
in 7 years, hopefully our gluten allergy will be gone.
I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so.
Alex is like,
but-
super.
So, does anybody else have some life-changing experiences that they'd like to share? Preferably something that, or at the very least, something new you learned or did this
I
week.
played a new card game
I don't know if you can follow up.
called...
Oh, that sounds
well,
cool.
That's cheating, but you know it is a good card game. I played with them
I
last
did
night.
too.
Alright.
What was it called again?
What do you meme?
Oh yeah, my friend got it for me. My best friend got it for me for my birthday, and basically it has like pictures of memes, and then you have to. It's kind of like Cards Against Humanity. You have to like match up captions to the pictures, and try to make it funny.
And Elisha won, even though he came into the game.
I did.
He was like, I'm just gonna try to learn a little bit about like pop culture and stuff. So I'm probably not gonna be good at this game. And then he just won with like 12
Yeah, he
hearts.
crashed my birthday party, and then he won our card game.
Yeah.
Well, your
What a
friends,
loser.
I asked your friends. I was polite about it. By the way, Esther, that was an excellent impression of me. Really spot on. I like the deep, bassy sound you gave to my
You're
voice.
welcome.
That's
Anytime,
clearly
bro,
there all
anytime.
the time. Oh, thank you. But yeah, so I apparently know more about memes than I originally thought. So I was pretty excited.
Well, maybe you just don't know about memes, but you're funny.
Looking.
Wow.
Funny looking.
Wow, what am I? Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's the natural response.
Yeah, I was
expect.
hoping Esther
One of my
would add on
siblings
to
actually
that.
saying I'm funny. Yeah, I bet you were. All right, so yeah, that counts. That means I can't use that one. What about you, Esther? What's something new you learned or did this week?
Gee. So I was actually, contrary to Alex's experience with that bee, I was actually attacked by some bugs the other day. I was on Prudence.
Is that a new
I
experience?
was on Prudence Island, and you know those beetles that are like attracted to light, and you know they're like all over your front porch or whatever. So there's no light around, and I'm just sitting. Okay, fine. I'm next to a lighthouse, so yeah, there's a light on top of the lighthouse, but it's really, really faint. And I'm sitting with my friend Alex, and then all of a sudden we started getting attacked by those beetles, those like night beetles, and they were all over our bodies. Like I found like 10 in her hair, and they just kept like swarming around us, and we had to like run away. It was terrifying.
Nasty.
Yeah. So I think Alex, you gave
Wow.
me your allergy, but through anger and beetles.
Esther, for somebody who can't have gluten, I don't know that you understand what an allergy is. 'Cause
Listen.
being attacked by bugs is not an allergy.
Okay, well it sounded better in my head, so.
Alright, well, yeah. I bet a lot of things you say do. But anyhow, all right. So I guess the new thing I would have learned this week is apparently I'm allowed to call myself a cellist. So for those that don't know, I am at the moment, or have been for the last couple of months now, I've been learning to play the cello. I am also very, very, very bad at the cello, and so I wasn't sure if calling yourself a cellist is in the same vein as calling yourself an engineer, where you actually have to go through and like get the degree and be like good at what you do before you can be like, oh, I'm an engineer. Otherwise, you're just an engineering student. But I asked my cello teacher. I was like, hey, so like how many books and years and how like at least decent do I have to be able to call myself a cellist? And she was like, well, you can call yourself a cellist now if you want. I was like, really? She's like, yeah. I was like, all right, cool. I'm a cellist. I'm pretty much always going to preface it with, I'm a bad cellist, or I am a new cellist, or I am a horrendous cellist, but I am a cellist, nonetheless.
That's cool.
So there's
Whatever
no
gets you
ranking
the
system or anything.
No, there's no like, I'm not a black belt in cello.
I mean,
or
with
anything
that,
like
I can
that.
technically call myself
Well,
a bassist.
I can technically call myself a guitarist, vocalist.
All right, well,
Pianist.
there's no need to water down my being a cellist with your skills, guys.
In
This
case
is my
you guys
proud
didn't
moment,
know,
and
viewers,
you're outshining
this is the
me.
first time Elisha has been able to pick up an instrument and play it without sounding. Well, I mean, he's a bad cellist, but basically Elisha is like the person in the family who's not musically gifted. So
This is exciting for him.
it's exciting for him. Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, just to say like I'm a cellist.
Yeah, I'm the musical black sheep in the family. I love music, but Alex and Juji can pick up any instrument like that they've never touched before and still learn how to play something on it instantly. And then Esther, if you give her an hour, she can still do the same thing. And
just
for
slow.
me, I look at most instruments and I find ways to play them so poorly that no human being has played them that poorly ever before. And I guess that's a skill in its own, but I don't particularly like that skill. I tried guitar twice. I tried piano for 2 years and really don't remember any of it. I'd had one voice lesson, and the look on that poor woman's face afterwards was just defeat. It was just she
But
was
you
just
keep
defeated
trying,
after
though.
one
So
lesson.
that's good.
No, but if your teacher is just defeated after your first lesson, with like just this look of hopelessness in her eyes. I've seen starving children who looked more hopeful than she did. So, needless to say, I will not be playing guitar, piano, or ever singing other than in my car on road trips ever again.
This segment
Road
was
trips
But,
alone, anyways.
I have hope for
this
cello.
segment was called Elisha roasts himself.
Oh, well, yeah. It's good to be a little humble sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't know.
You
about
are
that,
the
actually.
least humble.
Let's see. That's probably true. I try to be.
All
All right. So this one, I'm excited for our next segment. So this one is a segment called Blank Explains Blank. And we did this last week. And Alex, we had the joy of hearing Alex's explanation of how Snapchat works. And for this week, we're actually going to have Esther explain who Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco are, what the differences are, and then I think we're going to go through a couple songs that they have and see if she knows which songs are which. Now, because I know Alex is nearly as confused as Esther would be in the situation, he will be allowed to guess on the songs as well, and then Juji, our resident expert on the matter, will be able to deny or confirm which song is true to which artist.
Oh boy,
So,
this sounds fun.
Yes. Oh, it's gonna be
It'll
great.
be funny if
so
I get
first
it
off,
wrong,
Esther,
too.
I want you to.
right.
Well, yeah. So, who are Panic at the Disco and Fall Out Boy?
So
Kind of what makes them different, and then we'll go over some of
Panic
their
at
songs.
the Disco and Fall Out Boy are both bands. Juji likes
Okay,
Panic
good start.
better than Fall Out. They both have male lead singers, but I cannot distinguish their voices from each other because I've only heard the songs like
Cool.
separate, but like to me it just all sounds the same. I know that Panic sings this one song that I forgot what it's called, and also I don't even know. I know that the people who like them are like Juji's friends, and
only my friends like them.
like and those kids.
That's the whole fan base.
And those kids who like line up outside of Lupo's and like look really sad. But that's about it.
So Sad Lupo's kids, and Juji's friends are the entire fan base of Panic at the Disco and Fall Out Boy.
Sounds about right to me.
All right, cool.
It's believable.
All right, well, yeah. All right, there's some accuracy in that. All right, so now we're gonna play the part of this where we're gonna play whose song is it. So, and Esther, you'll answer first, and then Alex, you'll get a chance to put in your own input, whether you think she's right or wrong. And then afterwards, Juji will say whether she was right or wrong. And then if Juji happens to be wrong, then I get to gloat in the fact that I have the answers in front of me. So, the first song, Dance, Dance. Which artist is that by?
Panic.
Alex? Alex, who do you think Dance Dance is by?
Oh, you're asking everybody?
No, just me and you.
Well, I asked Esther first, and then you answer, and then Juji confirms whether you're right or wrong, and then if Juji happens to be wrong about one of them, then I get to like make fun of her. But
So Dance
how this
Dance
works.
either by Panic at the Disco or
Fall
what?
Out Boy.
Or Fall Out Boy?
Yeah.
or Fall Out Boy.
I hate you guys
It's a
are breaking up a
50-50.
little bit again.
You just answered the question.
Yeah.
We didn't
Well, it's
ask you anything further.
Yeah, all you have to do is answer the question. No need for
It's
a
Panic.
panic attack.
Panic at the Disco. Panic at the Disco.
So you're
Dance
both
Dance.
wrong.
Wait, I was supposed to say they
you're
were
both wrong. Oh, sorry. Well, I figured Dance Dance is a very popular one by them. I didn't think it was gonna be a challenge for
Yeah.
you, but you're right.
Listen,
Those
guys,
were the
if
rules.
you
I broke the
fall,
rules.
don't panic. Get it?
Ugh.
Get
Ugh.
it?
That was bad.
Falling,
let
Fall Out
Judy
Boy,
stick to the
Panic
puns.
at the Disco.
Ugh. Okay, so our second song. The only difference between martyrdom and suicide is press coverage. And yes, that is an entire song title right there.
That's gotta be Panic at the Disco because they say a lot of words.
What about you, Alex?
What?
Alex, what's your opinion on it?
Wait, I didn't even hear the full title.
Okay, I'm going to say it one more time. The only difference between martyrdom and suicide is press coverage.
Well, I'm gonna guess it's Panic because the first one was Fall Out Boy, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's
All
Panic.
right. And
Woo! 1 point for me.
yep, there you go. All right. Number 3. A little less 16 candles, a little more touch me. Again, that whole thing is a song title. Esther, thoughts?
Panic. Because honestly, if that's Fall Out Boy, then they're the same band.
So Esther says Panic at the Disco. Alex, what do you say?
I didn't even hear the first part.
All right, so I'm going to read the title again. A little less 16 candles, a little more touch me.
Fall Out Boy.
It's Fall Out Boy.
No way!
All right.
Oh my
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so basically, I was right. They're the same band.
Or do you have more?
Oh,
Yeah,
no, I
okay.
have more. I have
Okay.
5. So, all right. So our next one is, our lawyer made us change the name of this song so we wouldn't get sued.
Panic.
Panic.
No, it's Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, you're both wrong. That one's Fall Out Boy.
Gee.
Esther, I think you're right. They're pretty much the same band, aren't they?
Okay, well, that
Um,
was like
and
earlier
then-
We
stuff.
could do this all day.
Like,
Yeah, we pretty much could. So,
I think Panic at the Disco was
then,
influenced by Fall Out Boy a lot in their earlier stuff.
well, actually, I believe it was Panic at the Disco that discovered
No,
Fall
no,
Out
it was
Boy,
the other way
and then
around.
Fall Out Boy eventually ended.
Yeah,
It was the
Fall
other
Out
way
Boy
around.
discovered them.
Well, I should have went straight to our resident expert on the matter. But yeah, so. All right, so last one, our final one. There is a good reason these tables are numbered, honey. You just haven't thought of it yet. And again, that whole sentence was passed off as the title
I
of a song.
feel like I could like read that title and just question that title for a long time without listening to the song because I'm so confused.
I'm going to read it off one more time just so you get a chance to really just soak it in, like it just gets into the pores. There's a good reason these tables are numbered, honey. You just haven't thought of it yet.
I'm gonna say Fall Out Boy.
What are you, Alex?
Panic.
Alex is correct.
What the heck?
Alex is correct. So Esther gets 1 point, and Alex gets a total of 3, and then of course Juji, being our resident expert, naturally wins. So
Well, I
good-
mean, if
good
it's
game,
Alex
guys.
against Esther,
Good-
Alex won. So
Yeah, no, Alex definitely.
Yeah, just
Alex
by
definitely beat her.
luck though.
But-
it's not like
But oh no, it was pure luck. He
couldn't even
did
hear
more
you
the
half the
oh well
time.
if this. Also true. He did the classic bit from The Princess Bride with the poison, where he's like, if you just guessed this one, and then told me it was that one, and then I thought about the fact that I thought you were thinking about that one, then you must have chosen this one. So this one must be Panic at the Disco.
yeah,
Yeah. But it worked. He didn't get poisoned or many wrong. So.
all right.
you.
that's the real thing.
alright.
If you got all of these wrong, then you were gonna be poisoned. So I'm glad that you guys got at least one right.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention that part of the game. So yes, if you didn't get at least one right, you would die by poison. It was originally gonna be bee sting, but then with the information we got earlier on, I had to change it last minute. So, according to our time that we have recorded so far, it looks like we're close to 40 minutes. I had one other game to play, but we wanted to stick this to around 30 minutes, so it's up to you guys. You want to
Do
call
another
it?
one.
How's
Well,
everybody
I got
feeling?
enough phone batter to do maybe like one more.
Yeah.
All right, then we'll give it a shot, and this will either be a long episode or some of my less funny antics
Yeah.
might be cut out.
As in you're talking.
Oh, gotta love siblings. So, this one is a listener question, and I guess it counts as a listener question. A future listener, Clayton Mashad, a friend of mine who I promoted last week with his show Improv Town, plans to eventually listen when we do put these podcasts out. But in the meantime, he had a question for the four of us,
Yeah.
and his question was, what was your most embarrassing moment?
Oh God. Should I start?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds like you have an idea, and I think Gigi might need some extra time to think
I
about it.
have
so-
one.
Of course,
Let Esther
you
go
have
first
one.
then.
Oh boy.
All right, Esther,
I've told people this before.
what's your most embarrassing moment?
Okay, guys, do you remember when Mom had that reunion at her Christian college?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so when we were there, I kind of got like possessed by a demon or something. But it wasn't legit. It was just
Wow.
it's just that's how I
Christian
acted.
college.
All right. Okay. All right. Here's the thing. Okay, I was doing this kids thing, right? It was like what's that called? Like it was an outdoor activity. No, it was an outdoor activity, and it was we had to like walk across like these things.
Playground.
Yeah, but it was
obstacle course.
Yeah, I had to do an obstacle course. And so I get onto a balancing beam and I walk across, and as soon as I try to get off, I jump off and I used my hand and I got like a splinter on my thumb, but it was like right in the like in between that area where like your thumb bends, so I couldn't bend my thumb and it hurt really bad. But I didn't feel the pain at first, so I tried like, I don't know if I had a phone at the time. I feel like I didn't have a phone.
No, you didn't.
So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna find Mom. So I think, okay, I'm just gonna like run around the campus and see if I can find her. And I spent probably about like a half an hour searching for her, and I was like looking like high and low and to and fro and everything. And then at some point I gave up, so I was like in a parking lot, and I just remember like being really, really upset, and I started crying. And then my actions after this were like involuntary. And I was just kind of like in this parking lot, and this man saw me in his car, and he was like, hey, like, are you okay? And I turned to him like slowly, and I looked at him like straight in the eyes, and I screamed at the top of my lungs. And then I ran, like I started running around the parking lot, and I ran behind a car and like
stranger danger.
Yeah, and I kind of crouched down behind this car and was like, what just happened? And then I was still crying. So then I found Mom, because she was on a hayride. So she comes like on this like carton with like a bunch of other people, and she jumps off, and she's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I got a splinter. And she's like, why are you crying? And everyone around, there's like all these people and adults just staring at me, and I'm like bawling my eyes out. And I was like 13, so I was a little old to be crying, but yeah, it was really embarrassing.
And screaming at strangers.
That yeah,
that's
the splinter
that's a good story.
reminded me. I accidentally got like a staple stuck in my finger yesterday. I got it out. But
Is that your most embarrassing story?
Gigi has some embarrassing stories that she wouldn't say because like
you see it like they probably happen so often that I just kind of block them out and not remember them later.
Well, what makes her stories embarrassing is that I was there to laugh at her, you know?
That's mostly it.
Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of the embarrassing stories I've heard from Juji have been through your mouth. They were just Juji's stories.
It's mostly just Esther laughing at me for stupid things.
I can think of a few.
And then I get embarrassed because she's laughing at me.
Well, Gigi, you don't have to say this one. Can you talk about the pants?
No.
Aw, that one's so funny. Fine. Think of another embarrassing story then.
Alex has one.
Well,
Alright,
my
Alex?
life is full of embarrassing stories, so. But one that comes to mind that's kind of a classic is when we were younger, we were playing over at the neighbor's house, like we did a lot when we were younger, and I don't remember exactly what we were doing, but I had one of those earworms stuck in my head, and the song was I can't remember who sings this, but it's the I Feel Like a Woman song. and it was like an earworm, so it was like in my head, and I'm like like the whole beat and everything. And I don't know, I mean, I must have been like, what, you probably remember this. I was probably like 5 or 6 years old when this happened. And it just came out. I just like felt overwhelmed by the music and the beat, and I just, I blurted out the lyrics, I feel like a woman. And everybody started laughing at me. And of course, then I broke out into tears and ran home.
Of course. Oh man, because your embarrassing story is very similar to mine, or like it has some similar components.
You cried.
Juji, do you have yours yet?
Oh, this one time, since I was a really picky eater when I was little, and I didn't even want to I only liked cheese pizza, just plain cheese pizza. And technically I still only eat plain cheese pizza. But at least try the other stuff. But one time, someone gave me cheese pizza. They had taken the pepperonis off, and then after I'd eaten it, they were just like, "Guess what? That had pepperonis on it," and then trying to like trick me or something. And then everyone just like started clapping for me or something like that. Like I tried something new, and then I just got really embarrassed and started crying. And like ran to the other room because I was just like,
was this at school?
No, this was I don't even
Everyone's clapping for you because
you
you
were
ate
there,
pizza
Esther,
and you started
but
crying.
You don't remember this? Yeah, no, because I like had tried something new. They like started clapping for me.
You ate cheese pizza with the pepperoni picked off.
Yeah, I didn't want them to clap for me because it was just like, why are they? Making a big deal out of this that I tried that I like.
Gigi used to always cry in the cafeteria. I don't know why, but it was always the cafeteria.
No, it was because I didn't have lunch money.
Yeah, but no.
And they wouldn't give me any lunch, and I was really hungry.
Wait! But that time that you skipped to the line and you got in trouble, she skipped to the line because she was excited to get food, and the dean yelled at her and made her sit in a corner.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just wanted
like the nicest
food.
person ever. There's no
She was
need.
just skipping.
All you wanted was food. She
Was this
literally.
in middle
He made
school?
me sit alone at this weird like half table, like facing the wall.
Just my chicken nuggets.
Like all the way across the lunchroom from where all my friends were, and it was just.
I
it
hope
was
this was
depressing.
senior
No,
year
this
of high
was-
school.
This was like 8th grade or 7th grade or something.
Yeah, it's still old enough to be embarrassing.
All right, I want to hear Elisha's story.
Yeah. All right, so I don't know if I've told this one to you guys. There's only a handful of people that have probably heard this one, which is saying something, because I have this tendency to just kind of tell stories, especially the ones that make me look the fool, which there are many. So I want to say I was probably about 11, and as Alex knows, when we were that young, we used to listen to Radio Disney all the time.
Same.
Just all the time. That was our jam. We'd listen to Radio Disney. We'd make mixtapes with Radio Disney
Okay,
songs.
I didn't know this part.
It was, oh yeah, no, it was great. But that's not even the embarrassing thing. You would think it is, because it is in itself embarrassing.
No, it was just
But
funny.
it gets so much worse. So, like most radio stations, they have competitions, and so where you get to call in and you could like win concert tickets or like prizes or something. I don't even remember what I was gonna win, but I wanted to try to win. So it was like early in the morning. It was around like 10 or something. I was listening to radio and it's like, oh, I'm gonna call in. So they let the listeners know, all right, it's time to call in. If you're like the 5th caller, call in, and then we'll have 2 listeners do a sing-off against one another, and the winner gets concert tickets or something like that. And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this. So I called, and I ended up being one of the 2 people who got on there to sing. And so the goal was that me and this other person both had to sing a song. Like, they could be completely different songs, and then whoever sung it better wins.
Oh, no.
And so I spent all this time focusing in on trying to get a hold of them and call in to win, that I did not even remotely think what song I would sing or about the fact that I could not sing.
Yeah.
So I got there, I was one of the 2 people, and then they were suddenly like, hey, so what song do you want? And I'm like, and then I decided to do a Britney Spears song. I decided to do Hit Me Baby One More Time.
How come I never heard this story
And so,
before?
so against this girl who didn't have a high bar to beat, I sung Hit Me Baby One More Time, and I lost terribly. Not only the competition, but a lot of self-respect that day.
So basically, you sung "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time" to everybody your age listening on Disney Channel or Disney Radio.
On Radio
Wow.
Disney. Yes, at the age of 11, I ruined our family name very early on by singing Hit Me Baby One More Time to the entire listener base, my age group of Radio Disney. Yes, so that would be, if not my most embarrassing story, in the top
How did
5.
you?
That's
Question
my
though.
favorite story now.
Question though. How did you feel after you hung up the phone? I just want to know like that moment.
Oh, there was layers of shame because I know other songs. I swear I know other songs. And so there was that layer. And then there was the layer of the fact that I at least did know the lyrics to Hit Me Baby One More Time very, very well. So I had the right lyrics. And then I also sung really bad. And then, on top of that, I still lost. So there was just... At that age, I did not know you could feel that much shame. It was a hard life
at least
lesson.
you didn't feel like a woman. No offense, I'm a woman.
Yeah,
I
you
was
just
gonna say there's
insulted
nothing wrong with
yourself.
feeling like a
Exactly,
woman. Yeah, you just insulted all women. This podcast is meant to be progressive, Esther. and
Okay,
you're
yeah, but that
bringing
was
it
supposed to be a
down
joke on
with
Alex.
your archaic
so-
opinions.
Alex is like, I didn't even hear what you said.
Probably. I think a tractor just passed by him. For the listeners, Alex has officially moved to Vermont, so I do plan on having a segment sometime soon
Vermont?
about something about the goings-on of interesting in Vermont activities. But I am afraid at this point we have most certainly gone over our normal expected time, so we are going to be coming to a conclusion.
All right, Elisha, do you
I
want to
want
wrap
to-
it up?
I am going to wrap this up. So, I would like to thank our 2 listeners, as always, our mom and Uncle Richie, for hanging in there and listening to another episode. For any of you others who have accidentally stumbled across this podcast, you are welcome to follow us on Twitter as Pirate Wednesday, and there's no S at the end of that because I ran out of characters. We're also on Facebook as Pirate Wednesdays. We have Gmail, which is also Pirate Wednesdays. We'll have an iTunes account by the time this comes out, so please rate and subscribe. As I've heard from other podcasts, that's how you get popular, and all we really want in life is to be popular. We say that we want to keep up with one another, but really we just want to be popular.
I don't know about
And
that
then, well, all right, fine. I have my personal goals. You have yours. Let's leave it at that. Alex, or the rest of you, am I missing any other ways people can stalk us or
You
hear our
too.
random
We will
thoughts?
have a Instagram
yes.
as well.
Yes. So by the time this is posted, we'll definitely end up having an Instagram as well. And like Alex said, we also will have these podcasts posted up on YouTube for easy listening as well. Beyond that, as I expressed in our first episode, I'd like to continue the trend of promoting fellow artists and creators and just other people who do other interesting things to give them a bit of exposure as well. My siblings didn't have anybody this week, so I had somebody in mind, and I wanted to give a shout out to a delicious blog by a lovely friend of mine, Jill Resch. She has a blog called Bread Pud, and it is a blog entirely about bread puddings. And so it's a lovely read. It's very humorous. If you like humor and you like food, it's definitely worth a little checking out. You can find that blog at blog.jillresh, that's JILLRESH.com. And I definitely recommend checking that out. She does some sweet bread puddings. She does some savory bread puddings. She really takes the medium and really just goes crazy with it. So, again, definitely worth checking out. And I believe...
Bread pudding? I thought she
That
made
brings-
figgy pudding.
I'm not... I don't even think I should just justify that with a response that no, go away. So we can finally end this.
Well, my phone's gonna
Thank you
die
all for
any
hanging
second
in
now,
there.
So.
Well,
well,
don't forget to
this
shave
one's
your
about
belly
to
with a
die, so-
rusty razor.